Before you throw away your soap offcuts or failed soap batches, watch this. Today I'm showing you how I rebranded mine into beautiful commercial quality laundry bar soap using the hot process method. The transformation is absolutely worth seeing. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be making a fresh batch of laundry bar soap using the hot process method. But that's not all. Instead of letting my old soap offcuts and bad soap batches go to waste, I will be using this opportunity to rebadge them. Fresh soap. This is a great way to reduce waste, save on production costs, and give imperfect soap a brand new look and performance. So if you ever wondered how to transform failed or leftover soap into beautiful market-ready bars, stay with me because I will show you the entire process from start to finish. I started by measuring my ingredients correctly because accurate measurement means good soap. I used 190 grams of caustic soda in this batch of production. I used 600 ml of water to dissolve my caustic soda. Always add caustic soda to water, not water to caustic soda. Wear protective gear and work in a well-ventilated area. For the builders, I used 95 grams of sodium carbonate. I also used 100 grams of calcium carbonate in this particular production. I used 150 ml of store-bought silicate and 50 ml of homemade silicate and 250 ml of our homemade foam booster. I used orange oil soluble color and lavender and lemon fragrance. I used 400 ml of hot water to dissolve my builders. I firstly add soda ash and ensure that the granules are well dissolved. I mix it vigorously into the hot water to ensure that it is well dissolved before introducing the next ingredient, that is calcium carbonate. At this stage, I added the calcium carbonate and keep stirring. I stir it vigorously to ensure that the granules are well dissolved before setting it aside for the next stage. For the oil blend, I use a combination of tallow oil for hardness and PKO for foaming ability in this production. I started the production proper by passing the addictive slowly inside the sieve to ensure that there is no particles in our production. Next, I added the oil inside the additive and begin to mix. I mix it vigorously to ensure that the ingredients are evenly combined. At this stage, I keep mixing. After mixing for a while, it is now time to introduce the next ingredient, that is the lye solution. At this stage, I passed my lye solution through a sieve and I continue mixing. I mix it vigorously to ensure that the ingredients are evenly combined. After mixing it for a while, I set it aside for the soap to cook before placing it on fire. Looking at the texture of the soap at this stage, it is now time to place it on a very low heat to be able to melt the soap while we start rebadging the old soap. Always use a stainless steel pot for hot process soap. Never use aluminium. It reacts with caustic soda and it is unsafe. At this stage, I place my pot on a very low heat and begin the melting process. It is always better to use a kerosene stove for this process to enable you to grate it properly. While rebadging your old soap, ensure you grate it into a fine particles like what you are seeing on the screen right now. If you are learning something new from this video, please tap the like button. Share this video to someone who wants to learn how to make soap. Drop a nice comment and subscribe if you haven't. Thank you. This is me checking the soap with a turning stick to ensure that it is melting properly. At this stage, you don't need to do too much. Just turn it gently and ensure that the whole ingredients are evenly combined. Whole process soap making requires patience to get the best result. As it is melting, I keep adding the grated soap. This is the process. The process continues like that till I finish adding the grated soap. And I keep mixing. The beauty of any soap depends on your ability to mix properly. As I'm adding the grated soap, I was mixing. After mixing for a while, to ensure that all the ingredients are evenly combined, when the batter is already getting smooth, it is now time to add color. I decided to go in with my oil soluble orange color. I added it to the soap batter and I keep mixing. This stage you have to stir it properly to ensure that the color is evenly combined with the soap batter. I mix it vigorously. After mixing it for a while, it is now time to introduce the next ingredient on the list. At this stage, I added our homemade foam roaster and I keep mixing. I mix it vigorously to ensure that it is evenly combined with the other ingredients. After mixing for a while, it is now time to introduce the next ingredient, that is our silicate. I added both store-bought and homemade silicate and perfume. At this stage, I've taken it off the fire, so I mix my homemade silicate and store-bought and I keep mixing. Silicate is the last ingredient I added. The next thing I did was to pour it inside my already prepared mold and dress it up properly. This is the soap after molding it. After just 16 hours of curing, this soap become rock hard. Honestly, it wasn't easy to cut with my soap cutter, but I took my time and eventually got through it. That's a good sign that this batch is nice and firm. And here is the final reveal. I'm really happy with how this batch turned out. Firm, beautiful, and still perfectly handmade. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss my DIY soap making tutorials. Always be good to one another. Anticipate my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.